Hindenburg report not a valid basis for action against Madhabi Puri Buch. Lokpal gives clean chit to former SEBI chief. One day, serious allegations of corruption are leveled against the former head of the country's biggest financial watchdog. Her name dominates media headlines. The opposition raises its voice in parliament, debates explode on Twitter, and everyone wonders, what happens now? But then one day, the country's top anti-corruption body, the Lokpal, delivers its final verdict and declares, none of the allegations have been substantiated. This is the story of Madhabi Puri Buch, SEBI's first female chairperson and the woman who rose to one of the most powerful regulatory positions in the country without political backing or the support of any lobby. Today, we'll dive deep into this issue. But before that, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you get updates on all our new videos first. So, without any delay, let's begin today's discussion. The Lokpal has clearly stated that the complaints filed against Madhabi Puri Buch were not only frivolous but also lacked any factual basis. Those who lodged complaints based on the Hindenburg research report relied solely on presumption, prejudice, and unconfirmed facts in an attempt to tarnish the image of a public official. According to the report, the allegations claimed that Buch and her husband Dhaval Buch held a stake in an offshore company in Mauritius, into which Vinod Adani had invested billions of dollars. It was alleged that this setup was used to manipulate the stock market. However, when these claims were thoroughly investigated, no evidence was found. The six-member bench of the Lokpal, chaired by former Supreme Court Judge 𝐮𝐸𝐿 made it clear in its detailed 116-page order that the accusations were based on assumptions and speculation. No verifiable information, documents, or witnesses were presented. The Lokpal also noted that the allegations, inspired by the report, were not only unsupported by evidence but also driven by bias. It wouldn't be wrong to say that this entire controversy was part of a larger political and corporate battle in which an officer like Madhabi Puri Buch was dragged into the middle. Mahua Moitra, a member of parliament from the Trinamool Congress, was the first to file this complaint on 13 September 2023. She demanded that the initial investigation be conducted by agencies like the 𝐼 or CBI. Following her, several others also amplified the issue. However, as the investigation progressed, the truth gradually emerged. Ultimately, the Lokpal categorically stated that these complaints are being dismissed as they hold no merit. The Hindenburg research report, which sparked this entire controversy, was itself a short seller's report. Its aim was to target the shares of a specific group and profit from it. The report made several serious allegations against the Adani Group, but it later came to light that many of these claims could not be substantiated during investigation. Some parts of this report were used to target Buch as well, who was the SEBI chairperson at the time. However, what was conveniently forgotten was that SEBI's role is to monitor every company, not to act based solely on the claims of any specific report. The Lokpal specifically stated that before launching an investigation against any public servant, one must carefully consider their statements, available evidence, and the nature of the allegations. Action cannot be taken based merely on paper allegations. And when a public servant like Buch, known for her transparency and impartiality, is found to have no corroborated evidence against her, then such complaints are seen as mere attempts to damage her reputation. Among the 5 major allegations made against Buch, one was that she and her husband had invested in a fund linked to the Adani Group. The second allegation was that she provided undue benefits to Mahindra and Blackstone under the guise of advisory services. The third claimed that she received rental income from Wockhardt in exchange for consultancy. The fourth accusation stated that she gained unfair profits by selling ICICI Bank ESOPs. However, After thoroughly analyzing all these allegations, the Lokpal concluded that none of them had any factual basis. They were all purely speculative. Madhabi Puri Buch assumed charge as SEBI chairperson on 2nd March 2022 and completed her tenure on 28 February 2024. This was an extremely sensitive and challenging period for the Indian capital markets, especially in the post-COVID era, when there was a massive surge in the number of investors and a flood of IPO. During this time, Buch's leadership ability and administrative efficiency were widely appreciated. She emphasized the integration of technology in SEBI's operations and made the investigation process faster, more transparent, and digital. Madhabi Puri Buch's tenure as SEBI chairperson remained free of controversy. However, the allegations made against her indicate that whenever an official takes impartial and firm decisions, they often become a target. In a democracy, it is crucial to protect such officials who work without external pressure. Otherwise, in the future, no officer will dare to take bold decisions. The Lokpal's verdict not only gave Madhabi Puri Buch a clean chit but also made it clear that there is no place for emotions or political ideologies in the process of investigation and justice. Evidence, reasoning, and unbiased analysis must be the foundation of justice. This decision serves as an inspiration for all those officials who work with integrity and contribute to strengthening the nation's systems. This raises a critical question: can any future report, without evidence, malign the reputation of an official in this manner? Should there not be strict action against those who misuse such reports in the stock market? Because if baseless accusations are made repeatedly, it will not only harm the credibility of institutions but also shake investor confidence. Madhabi Puri Buch's story is not just about the restoration of an individual's dignity, but a victory for a system that upholds the principles of truth and fairness. It proves that no matter how loud the noise, in the end, the voice of justice prevails. And that is the true strength of democracy.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.